I recently, the other day on the 23rd of September, 2017, that very special astrological date connected to many things, including the woman clothed with the sun, who's also by Thoth called the mother of the pearl, among many names. On that date, in a gathering we had here in Crestone, I had a really incredible experience with Thoth, seeing him moving around the circle of people, alighting their heads with a flame, or the flame came out of the heads of everyone in the top of the head, and then these streams of light went forth. Now, when I say I saw this in my inner eye. But to me, it was quite nice, unusual too. I generally don't see Thoth demonstrating things, even in my inner vision. And so I saw him in his new earth body, which I've attempted to emulate to the best of my ability with the Thoth avatar that you see pictures of, and I used to use in gatherings in Second Life. And so when I saw him more clearly this time, I was like, ooh, I want to try to do better. So I went back to my avatar and I worked on it a little bit, and I think I have it closer to what I saw. And so Thoth began then to talk to me about, as a personal soul being, began to communicate with me more after that. And, I don't get a lot of personal one-on-one communication from him. It's more the streaming. And as time has gone by, I seem to get less of it, although the streaming becomes more powerful. However, since this 23rd date, I've started really attuning to him more as a person. That word falls short, of course. It's not really a person, but a soul. It seems to be a more personal communication rather than this streaming intelligence. And he showed me a particular aspect of New Earth experience in which he, in a series of temples, now this is beyond our remove. We're going into a deeper level of the New Earth star experience, although I presume it's still in Numus Om. I think that it is. And in this temple complex, and I did see buildings and whatever, that were consensually brought together by the beings that were working with it. And Thoth was like at the head of the helm. I say Thoth, the soul that I'm calling Thoth. It was Thoth in these past lives in this earth. And there were other souls involved with him there, more regular souls, not illumined beings, and I was one of them. He showed me myself there, and he called me, I hope I can get my name right. He called me Kalisima. I'm assuming that we have names there. I don't honestly know if that's necessary. But anyway, that's what he said my name was, so that I could identify that particular personage, I guess, that I was then. Since we don't incarnate, die, and come back and incarnate again in the New Earth star, we simply change forms and experiences. We evolve and go through different states. It's much tidier that way, no dead bodies to bury and stuff, and we don't have to come back as a little baby and be born and all of that again. So it's much easier. But in any case, be that as it may, I saw this scene of temple buildings and whatever that was under the auspices of the entity that I'm still referring to as Thoth. And within those temples, there were persons, and I was one of them. And my name, if we have such, was Kalisima. And I was given the inference, the feeling, that I'm moving into a new level of work with THOTH. I can't give it a definition at this time anyway, but that is what I'm feeling. I share that with you because, we're all going through these things. And you're here listening to this video in your home or office or car or wherever, and yet you're also in the Eurostar. And maybe you're in this temple with me in THOTH.